Hello everyone, I'm Lena from South Group. Today I'm going to talk about IELTS. IELTS is combinedly owned by three bodies: British Council, IDP, and University of Cambridge ESOL examinations. So what does it mean? It stands for International English Language Testing System. It is the most authorized examination worldwide. It is basically designed to assess the English proficiency of the people who want to go for study abroad, work abroad, or for the immigration purpose. Now we are going to talk about the modes of test. First, we have to talk about the traditional method, that is the paper-based IELTS examination, in which candidates will get the question paper and answer sheets for the three modules, that is listening, reading, and writing test, in an official IELTS test center. The speaking test is carried out face to face, or it could be a video conference with a trained IELTS examiner. Now, next one, the second mode, that is the computer delivered IELTS examination, which is the newest version, and in this, the test requires test takers to sit for the listening, reading, and writing test in front of a computer with the questions presented on the screen in an official IELTS test center. The speaking test is carried out face to face, or it could be a video conference with a trained IELTS examiner. Now we are going to talk about the different modules of IELTS examination. The first one is the general training, which is meant for the people who want to go for work visa or for immigration. The next one, that is academic one, which is meant for the people who want to go for the studies. Test result is valid for 2 years. A band score is awarded per subtest: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Band score ranges from 1 to 9, and there is no passing or failing mark. So here you can see this is a slab system. According to your performance, you are going to get your band score. The result you will get for the IELTS examination would come in a whole band score, or it could be a half band score. So here you can see the examples have been given over here. So for example, if a person gets 5.5 in listening, 6 in reading, 5 in writing, and 6.5 in speaking. So all over in totality, he's going to get the overall band score of 6. You have to check the requirement according to the university you are applying for. Now you can see the test format. The total time that you're going to get for the IELTS examination would be 2 hours and 45 minutes. The first module that you are going to get would be of listening module. Here you are going to have the 30 minutes time for your listening. Then after you're going to get your reading module. Then after you're going to get your writing module. Both reading and writing modules would be of 60 minutes. Then after the last module, that is your speaking module, it would be of 11 to 40 minutes, and it may happen on the same day or it may be on different dates. The difference between academic and the general module is basically of 2 modules, that is your reading and the next one is your writing. Otherwise, your listening and speaking would be similar as of in the case of academic. Now we are going to look into the listening test. Here you are going to get 4 sections, 4 parts. The first section would be a conversation between 2 people set in everyday social context. The next section would be a monologue. A monologue means here you are going to listen to an individual's voice in everyday social context. The next section would be a conversation between 3 to 4 people set in an educational or training context. The last section would be a monologue, similar as of your section 2. Here you are going to listen to a person who is going to make a speech on an academic subject. Now we are going to check into our listening test. The timing that you are going to get for your listening module would be of 30 minutes approximately. Here you are going to listen to an audio would be of 30 or 32 minutes. Now, then after you're going to get the 10 minutes time to transfer your answer from your booklet to your main answer sheet. The total number of questions that you're going to get in your listening test would be 40. Every question is having similar mark, that is your 1 mark. The types of question that you're going to get in your listening module would be like this. It could be multiple choice, matching, plan, map, diagram labeling, form and note completion, table completion, flowchart completion, summary completion, sentence completion, or it could be short answer question. The skills which are going to be assessed on the basis of your listening test are like this: understanding of main ideas and specific factual information. The next is recognizing opinions, attitudes, and purpose of the speaker. The last one is following development of an argument. Now we are going to study about the reading test. The timing that you're going to get for your reading test would be 60 minutes, and there you're not going to get any transfer time as like in your listening test. The questions that you're going to get in your reading test would be total 40 questions. Means you're going to get 40 items in your reading test. The test parts are divided into 3 sections with a total length of 2150 to 2750 words. Types of questions that you're going to get in your reading are like this: multiple choice, identifying information, it could be true, false, not given, identifying writer's opinion, writer's view, claims, that is yes, no, not given, matching information, headings, features, sentence ending, sentence completion, summary completion, note completion, or table completion, etc. So here you can see that how academic reading is different from the GT reading. The texts are authentic and are taken from books, journals, magazines, and newspapers. 3 sections with a total length of 2150 to 2750 words. Written for non-specialist audience and are on academic topics of general interest. Means you're not supposed to have any kind of prior knowledge for that. Texts range from descriptive and factual to discursive and analytical. May contain non-verbal materials such as diagrams. So here you can see the GT reading test. Here you are going to get 3 sections. The section number 1 contains 2 or 3 factual text. Topics are relevant to everyday life in an English speaking country. The section 2 contains 2 factual text focusing on work related issues. The last section that you're going to get in your GT reading contains 1 longer, more complex text on a topic of general interest. It is somehow similar to your academic one. So here you can see only the kind of number of words is different from academic reading. The texts are authentic, taken from notices, ads, company handbooks, books, magazines, newspapers, and official document. The skills that are going to be assessed on your reading test are like this. First is reading for gist. Next is reading for main ideas. Next, reading for detail. Next, understanding inferences and implied meaning. Next, recognizing a writer's opinion, attitudes, and purpose. Next, following the development of an argument. Now we are going to talk about the writing test. The total time that you're going to get in your writing test would be similar as I told you earlier of reading, that is 60 minutes. You are going to get 2 tasks. Here the task 1 would be report writing in your academic module and a letter writing in your GT module. The next is you're going to get an essay that you have to write in 250 words. So here I'm going to talk about the academic writing test. Task 1 presents a table, graph, chart, or diagram. Candidate must describe and explain data, describe the stages of process, describe an event or an object from a given figure. So here you're going to get various types of figures, you can see. Next, task 2, there you're going to get an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. Response for both tasks should be written in a formal style in your academic writing test. Now you can see this is for the GT writing. Task 1. Candidates are presented with a situation and are asked to write a letter. The letter may be personal, semi-formal or formal in style. So depending on the question, you have to go for the different kind of styles of letter. Next is your task 2, that is somehow similar as of your academic writing, but the way you have to write in your GT writing is quite different from the academic one. Write an essay in response to a point of view, argument or problem. The essay can be slightly more personal in style than the academic one. Here you can see these are the skills that they are going to assess depending on your performance in your writing test. Ability to write a response which is appropriate in terms of content, organization of ideas, accuracy, vocabulary and the grammar. So here now we come to the last module, that is your speaking test. That would be of 11 to 14 minutes. So you can see that on average it could last for 15 minutes. The task, a face-to-face interview with an examiner. The speaking test is recorded. So here you can see nowadays you can see there are two types of speaking test versions. First is the face-to-face interview and the next one is your video conferencing. Part 1, introduction. So now we are going to talk about the three parts of speaking. First one is your part 1, introduction and interview. That would be of 3 to 4 minutes. The examiner confirms candidate's identity and asks general questions on familiar topics, example home. Next, the part 2, individual long-term. Long-term, that is 3 to 4 minutes. Candidate is given a task card. Candidate is given 1 minute to prepare their talk. Here you are going to get one cue card topic and there you are going to get the preparation time of 1 minute. After completion of your 1 minute, you are supposed to speak for at least 2 minutes. Examiner then asks the candidate 1 to 2 questions on the same topic. Then after, you're going to get your last round, that is your two-way discussion. That would last for 4 to 5 minutes. Examiner asks for the question related to the topic on part 2. These questions give the candidates an opportunity to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. We also call this follow-up round. So these are the skills that are going to be assessed on the speaking test module. So here a wide range of speaking skills is assessed accordingly. Ability to communicate opinion and information on everyday topics, experiences, etc. by answering a range of questions. Next is ability to speak at length using appropriate language and organizing ideas coherently. Ability to express and justify opinion and to analyze, discuss and speculate about issues. So here these are the skills on which you're going to get your assessment. First one is your fluency. Talking at a natural rate without causing too much effort for the listener means you have to sound more natural in using English language. Next one is your vocabulary range. Next is your grammatical range and accuracy. And the last one is your pronunciation. So thanks for watching. All the best for your examination.